What is up, YouTube? This is DeFGandolf coming to you with another World of Tanks video. Today I am in my T28 American Tier 8 Tank Destroyer on Comarin, and this is a Tier 9 match, as you can see. And we have spawned on the north side of the map, which is not my favorite side of the map, but hey, whatever. Now, as a whole, most of the enemy team is fairly penetrable for me, except for their Tier 9s. Their T95 and their Tortoise especially. Their AMX 5120 shouldn't be too big of an issue. It is French, and since it is an auto-loading French tank, it shouldn't have very good armor. So, my T28 is basically stock. I've got the engine, the tracks, and the 105mm gun from the T25 AT. So, sadly, I do not have the 150 yet. And in this match, I'm again platooned up with Creeper Craze, and he is in his ELC Tier 5 French light tank, although I'm sure you probably already knew that if you've been playing this game for any amount of time. But anyway, let's get started.
Let's go!
So, I decided that I'm going to go down the west side of the map, which is from the north spawn to the right. And Creeper Craze decides to come down this way too, and he has a bit of a you go first, no, you go first battle with our 51mm there. But, yeah, so I come up this corner here, and I want to sit up here to start out with, see if I can get some shots up in the middle, or get some nice long-range shots down the flank here. We do have plenty of tank destroyers over here, so that's nice. And the only bad thing about this seems to be that the east side is kind of weak. The spire refers to the 5100 or the 5120 rather, down in the southwestern corner. T21 spot. T21 is being a bit of a sewer scout, to be honest. What I mean by a bit of a sewer scout is he's a sewer scout. To be honest, if you sewer scout, it's really best to wait until your tank destroyers and support are in position so that you can at least get some spotting damage. I'm not sure if he got any spotting damage. I don't think it was even worth it for him. But, whatever. So, we do know that about 5, at least, on the enemy team are coming to the west side as well. So, that gives us a good indication of their tank dispersion over the map. That's guaranteed to be 5 less on the east side, which is good, because it appears we only have 2 heavies over there. Either that, or they're out of... we just have 2 heavies over there. So, that's not exactly a strong force. So the T29, they're 122, 54. Both the T29s rather popped up. And the WTOff Panzer 4 in the chat. You're getting these a nice shot into the commander's hatch of the T29's turret. That is basically the only weak spot on the front of the T29's turret. It's a very small target too. So basically, I'm just trying to pick shots between the windows and all that. So, yeah, the WTOff Panzer 4, he's putting that in the chat because Creeper Craze actually bumped into him and he got a little mad, I guess. From the second. Sadly, I don't even know why I shot that. He was dead well before I fired him. And Creeper Craze turns into Elmer Fudd there for a second. Sob. Something with wabbits. You know, whatever. A44, T43 in the middle, not that big of an opposition for us. We got T29 and back, and the Type 59 is right up against Type, or Super Pershing picks one, at least. So, yeah, at this point, Creeper Craze, you can see on the map, just bonsai charged up, he's sewer scouted, but he is going to get a little bit of spotting damage. And there's a Tortoise over there, that is a very, very low Tier 9. Remember that guy, because he comes back around in the end. Let's just leave it there. So yes, there's a T29 and an IS-6 over here. Trying to get any kind of shot I can through this building. I mean, there are all kinds of little holes in this building that you can get a shot off through. That guy gets nailed. I put a nice shot into the 5120 through another one, and he missed his shot at me. Comes back out, but my shot flies just slightly right in my crosshair, and it bounces off. So at this point, just kind of playing like a TD here. I'm very, very, very well armored. I think it's 265mm front armor or something like that on this tank destroyer. So I'm not too worried about taking hits. A lot of times the enemy can't even pin me. And I do believe I have a small liner on here, so I don't even think high explosive can do that much damage. That was kind of my train of thought behind that. But yes, so finally starting to take hold of this side here. I don't really have a good shot at the 5120 right now. He pops out a little bit, but I think the shot misses. Yes, it does. It goes a little bit low and hits, goes through the window, but it hits the wall on the opposite side of that window. But tactical situation, we've got this west side pretty much locked down, I think, for now. The east side's having trouble, but we've got TDs that are in position that can move back. This tank is too slow to really move back. It's not a fast tank destroyer at all. To make up for it, it's a good gun and it's good armor. Although I don't get the advantage of the good gun yet because it takes 51k XP to get it, and I've only had this tank for a couple of days here. But yes, so we just lost our T29 there on the east, so that's about to fall. We have our Super Pershing, a Yag Tiger, and I think the other one's about to go back as well. Our WTL Panzer IV is moving back. Getting shot into the commando hatch of the Tortoise, and he goes back a little bit better, gets spotted. And all of our TDs now are falling back except for me and this ST1. We're staying up here. The only reason I'm really staying up here is because I can't fall back. Too slow, really. And I do have the upgraded engine on here, and it's still maxing out at about 18 across this flat terrain. I really don't want to take a hit from the Tortoise, so I'm trying to get over here behind this building as quickly as I can. 5120 has been spotted back out, and our ST1 has the HP advantage over him. Going to come off over here and try to put a shot into him, because I figure, I mean, why not?
The engine is damaged.
Ooh, that's not good. He has an auto loader. He can pin my front. I did not think about that when I was going up there. He damaged my engine. I repaired that because I don't really feel like going 8 kilometers an hour top speed. I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't sound like a fun time. So I repaired the engine. I now only have 367 HP. That's not good at all. So me and the SC1 are just kind of holding out here. We're really hoping that the defensive base holds out, which so far it has. And I take another hit. I just got slugged by the Tortoise. He was able to pin my front, no problem there. Dropped me down to 62 HP, and probably should have killed me. I'm guessing he got a bad damage roll. So now I'm just basically giving up. There's nothing I can really do at this point except for stay in cover and try not to die. ST1 puts another great shot to the 5120, dropping him down to 612 health. And our ST1 is a good player. He is side scraping on that building. So at this point, I see that and I'm just like, okay, I think we got this. So now, I'm trying to just kind of maintain my position. And if the 5120 pops back out, put a shot into him, do as much damage as possible. And you saw the Yag Tiger. It was kind of a stalemate up there. He put Red Rover in the chat because it was really stalemated. So, going off that, I said send T71 right over because he went charging up and got just absolutely destroyed. And now their T95 is pushed up. Okay, let me gather my thoughts here for a second. SC1 just asked me to shoot the buildings that he can kill the 5120. And my thought was, okay, that's a great idea. We'll get this guy out of the way and then we'll rush the Tortoise. Well, sadly that building's not destructible. So, that kind of saddened him, I'm sure. So, at this point, we're just kind of in a stalemate with his 5120. He does have an autoloader, a very dangerous one at that. And he does have the Tortoise supporting him. And just a moment here, our ST1 is going to decide to move up. And got to give him credit there. He's kind of playing the hero, because I would not have had the bravery to do that. I would have stayed right here and drawn out this match. Because at this point, it ain't looking good. We've got guys rushing in on our base. Our ST1 just got tracked by the tortoise. He's about to take a nice hit in the side. There it is. 120. I bounce. He comes out. At this point, I'm thinking, oh, I'm dead. He comes out. I'm reloaded. He misses.
Vehicle destroyed.
He missed me, and I collect the kill. He fired clutch, but I'm still very lucky that he missed there. But I collect the kill, do something like 250 something damage, and now the tortoise is left. And ST1, this guy's awesome. He was very encouraging throughout this entire match. But this is where I kind of may start making some not so great decision making, you might say. And one of my teammates gets kind of mad over it. But at this point, we're stalemated with the tortoise. The tortoise is like most of the British TDs up until the Death Star. Great DPM, great armor, but slow. And it has weak spots. Well, yeah, we're kind of scared at this point because the tortoise, he can 2 or 3 shot the ST1, and he can get those 3 shots off before the ST1 can get his shots to kill the tortoise off, I do believe at this point. And I'm an easy 1-shot. And so me and the ST1 are just kind of communicating in the chat. I know that I can't pin the tortoise reliably, and he tells me to just stay here. And I let him know, hey, I've only got the 105, so he's not overestimating my vehicle. And he agrees with me. And at this point, it's looking like it's gonna draw. To be honest, we're up by 2 tanks, but I mean, they've got 2 heavies up north and a TD, and we have this tortoise, or not 2 heavies. They've got 2 TDs and 1 heavy, a T28, a T34, and a J Panther 2 up north, and we have to deal with this tortoise somehow. Oh, there's the tortoise, takes 431 off of our ST1's health, and he's on almost full health. So at this point, I know I got to make something happen. And here comes our teammates trying to get us into the cab, but there's no way we're getting past this tortoise, to be honest. So yeah, he's on the other side of a building, and our ST1 calls out negative because we're not gonna just go throw away our tanks. We're both too low on health. 2 shots, and we lose this. So, yeah, the tortoise can easily get us. The situation, we're up by 2 tanks, but tactical situation-wise, it's not looking too good. So we just kind of hang out here for a minute. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left until draw. T34 and T28 spotted in the north side of the map. So, yeah. We're just kind of hanging out, just waiting to see what happens. Waiting for the ST1 to call a charge if he wants to, but I'm not gonna start a charge. I mean, I'm not gonna do it. I've got 62 HP. I'd rather have it say I survived the battle but we lost than say, survive the battle and we drew, rather than die and draw it anyway. So the tortoise and the ST1 are having a friendly conversation. Yes, that was sarcasm, I guess. Trying to be funny, I guess, but, we're just waiting, burning time. It's 2 minutes, 30 seconds until the draw. And this seems to happen a lot on this map. I don't really like this map. This map draws out all the time. And it's kind of annoying, really. I've done 1.2k damage, which isn't bad with this gun. Yeah. Oh, here comes the Yag Tiger yelling at us. But I mean, we're pinned. We can't really do anything. But, yeah. So, I decide we kind of have to do something. Just kind of watching, hoping the tortoise pops up and does something stupid. And, yeah. The Yag Tiger's still yelling at us. Like, you know what, YOLO. At this point, I was getting really tired of just sitting around, so I decided to move up, make something happen if I can. And the tortoise is the last one left, and we've got teammates moving up. And a minute and a half until draw, we've got guys moving up. ST1 comes up with me. He's about to get dropped. Like I said, he's a 1-shot from the tortoise, and I'm moving up with the cover. and this T1's going to pop out. He's going to get drilled. There it is. So now,
armor is hit.
I get to put shots into him. I have to put shots into him. The game is on my shoulders. And I'm loading premium shells because if I gotta pin my shots, everyone has to go through. Every single shot I fire has to go through if I want to get a win. Taurus has just destroyed our off-panzer 4 because he was being an idiot and came out of cover thinking it was an easy kill, but got nailed. 40 seconds until draw. At this point, I'm just like, you know what, screw it. Reconnaissance by fire, maybe the super potion can get him if we spot the Taurus back out. And I don't like the fence being there. It doesn't affect the shot, but I just prefer if it's not there. 20 seconds until draw. I'm just sitting here. If the Taurus wants to come out, I'll take it. But I know I can't one-shot him at this point, so...
Enemy armor is damaged.
He bounced, okay? This is a critical moment. I pinned my shot, then again I'm using premium shells with average 245 penetration. My shot pinned. His shot bounced off of me. Right there. Right off the gun mantle. So, at this point, I'm thinking, yes. 7 seconds left. I can reload in time. Taurus pops out to give himself a better shot. Kill each other. We got each other. But, right as time ran out as well. But I got him. We won. We went on to win this. Even though time expired, we still killed him. And actually, I think I fired my shot with 1 second left, something like that. So I finished off this round with 2.2k damage, which is not bad at all. That's my highest damage in this tank so far. Like I said earlier, at the beginning of the video, I've only had this tank for a couple of days now. And I haven't played it a ton, so to say. And, I mean, I've managed to pull that one off at the last second. But, I mean, it was so close. You gotta give props to the Taurus player. He was just trying to draw it out. But, hey, we got a win out of it, and I ended up getting 852 XP as opposed to maybe 400, maybe, if we had lost. So, yes, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to head over to my channel and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, drop in the comment section below, and I will get back to you. It's DeFGandolf, signing off. Later.